What's up, guys? It's Nikki, and this is 5 things I love and 5 things I hate about this GMC Sierra since I've owned it for the first 70,000 miles. So let's start with the first thing that I do love, and that is the mid-range power of the 5.3. I do have an S&P intake on this truck, and it's just phenomenal. Like, low end is kind of okay, high end it peters out, but the mid-range power, the passing power on the highway on this truck, it is unlike anything else. The 6.2 is obviously gonna be more, but for the 5.3, it knocks it out of the park. The second thing that I love most about this truck is actually right in the bed, so let's take a look. The front seat, hit the jellyfish launcher button first. So the second thing is gonna be these corner bed lights, as well as the lights that come up there, but every truck does that. But you can get these corner bed lights that illuminate the entire bed going forward when it's at nighttime. And they're so bright, they're so useful. I use them probably every other week at least. Now the third thing on the list is gonna be these tires that I put on this truck after the fact. These are the Falcon Wild Peak AT3W all-terrain tires. They're in a 275/70 on an 18-inch wheel. There's your size. And they've been they just last forever. The tread depth is so deep. I've got to have 60,000 miles on these already because I put them on right about 10,000 miles after I got the truck. And the tread depth, I mean, they look brand new. It's wild. They last forever. They're quiet. They do great in snow, rain. Not gonna do anything crazy in sloppy mud, but they just get the job done and there's no problems with them. If you're interested in any of these products, I've got links to most of them in the description down below, so check them out if you want. But for the fourth thing, it's actually behind this tire, which is Bilstein 5100 rear shocks. Smooth out the ride like 2-3 times what it was from the factory. Those factory Ranchos bounce all over the road. These things smooth it out, and I should have done the front ones too, but you know, live and learn. 100% recommend these. You can put on these rear shocks at home. The front shocks, you might need a shop to help put them on, but 100% recommend those shocks. Now the fifth one is right inside the back seat. These rear seat storage pockets have been fantastic. On this side, I keep rags and things to wash the truck with. On this other side, I keep work gloves, flagging tape, safety glasses, all the just generic work things. And so this pocket stays pretty dirty, the other side stays clean. And it just, I mean, it's great because those roll around everywhere on the floor. You never find them, they're always loose. Put them in a toolbox to get messed up. In here they stay cool, dry, out of the elements. Now it's time for the part that y'all have been waiting for. This is where we bring the hate and point out all the things that are wrong with this truck or that I really just can't stand. This one we gotta go inside the driver's seat. Well, it goes on and off, but I actually have a check engine light and I got the code checked and it's actually a cylinder 6 misfire. And it seems like the injectors are clogged or something like that, and I put some seafoam through it, and so right now the engine light is actually off, but it's going on and off intermittently. If it comes back on again, I'll have to take it by the dealership and see then, but it's a frustrating thing, and you know, you don't want that to be some catastrophic issue with your motor. Believe it or not, number 2 is also in the front seat. This windshield, now this is gonna be kind of silly because this isn't a factory issue, but this is something that I'm very frustrated with. So it's been over 100 degrees for 2.5 months here, and it's been brutally hot. The AC blowing on max does not cool it down. I used to have this not tinted, but I had a heat rejection film on it that's clear. It was the best thing. I got a crack in my windshield. I had to replace the windshield, and I didn't spend the $300 to get it redone. I don't know, it's on me for not doing it, but I absolutely cannot stand how much heat comes through this windshield. Number 3, the truck is too low. It's too low to the ground. I scrape the front end every now and then at work. Doesn't have room for bigger tires without doing modification. It's doable. You can fit 35s on here with a 3-inch lift for sure, but you gotta be ready to do some cutting and modifications. Could I have bought an AT4? Yeah, but at the time they cost $20,000 or $15,000 more than this truck, so I bought this truck at the height of COVID, so wasn't really in the books for me, but the truck is too low. And number five, this stereo, if you don't have the Bose, the upgradability of this is so limited. So if you have speakers that look like this that don't say Bose on them, putting aftermarket subsystems in here is gonna cost you like $1,000 just for an adapter. So there's only one option that you can do to make this stereo step up its game. Okay, so we're in the back seat. Under the back seat, I actually have already got the GM aftermarket subwoofer, which is great. It does a really good job, but it is nothing close to spending $300-400 on an aftermarket system that will rattle your windows, if that's what you're looking for. If you just need a little bit of bass and you want your sound system set up a little bit better, this is the only option, unless you want to spend an extra $1,000 on a special adapter for whatever they did with the radio system that's different this year. But that's it. That's all of them. The rest of this truck has been great. I would buy it again for sure. Let me know in the comments if you have the same feelings towards this truck, if you've got other things that you don't like about it, or that you love about it that I didn't mention. So anyways, see you on the next video. Peace.